ABC of MTG in 60 seconds. P is for Phyrexian. The Phyrexians are the earliest big bads of magic. A horrifying combination of flesh and machine seeking inexorably what they call completion. First appearing in antiquities in the classic biomechanical Priest of Yawgmoth, their depictions have varied greatly over the years, from Mark Tedin's haunting and almost poignant Phyrexian boon, to the more cartoonish Phyrexian infiltrator. Some art concentrates on their mechanical nature, whilst other art focuses more on Phyrexians as classic monsters. But without a doubt, some of Magic's most visceral and nightmarish imagery is inspired by the Phyrexians, from surgical extraction to Phyrexian unlife, and more recently, crawling chorus and mandible justicia. What's with all the teeth? ABC of MTG in 60 seconds. Q is for Quintorius. Historian, Tomb Raider, Elephant. These things are all true about Quintorius Kand. Once just a clumsy Loxodon boy, he was expelled from a military academy, but found a more suitable path among the Lorehold College of Archaeomancy. Quintorius began as an inquisitive student, and became a stalwart defender of his plane. When in full command of his powers, his spark lit, and he was a planeswalker. Easily summoning spirits without a second's thought, uncovering long-buried histories, re-enlivening the secrets of the past. He is ready to use history to build a better future for us all. The funny thing about Lorehold imagery is the depiction of scrolls as literal guns. Pew 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 pew! Pew 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 pew! ABC of MTG in 60 seconds. R is for Raging. In the 30 years of Magic, there have been 15 cards commencing with the epithet Raging. Unsurprisingly, every one of them is red, even the land. The first Raging creature was just a vanilla 2/2, but from there, the word Raging mostly meant some sort of combat boost, with Mirage's Raging Gorilla being the most flavourful. Get in its way and it'll get angry, but also a bit more vulnerable. 4 of them have haste, 1 has double strike, 2 are angry dinosaurs that activate the enrage mechanic. And then there are the weirdos. Raging Spirit that becomes colourless? And Raging River, the reserved list combat manipulation card. Whilst early Magic gave red quirky combat manipulation effects, these ended up fitting more in white over time, and the flavour is definitely blue. And finally, there's Raging Poltergeist, a 6/1 fire ghost that attacks hard and flames out. What could be more red than that? ABC of MTG in 60 seconds. S is for Scry. To scry is to look into the future. The named mechanic Scry does that, letting the player look into their library and literally giving them a chance to avoid an unwanted future. So the mechanic seems quite flavourful, but that flavour's been, well, inconsistent from the outset. Soldevia Excavations was the first appearance of the mechanic, but that flavour was more about unearthing the past than seeing into the future. And none of the 5 cards with the word Scry in the title actually scry. Some scrying cards really match the flavour well, like the classic Preordain, or Lord of the Rings, Palantir of Orthanc. But most modern MTG cards just slap on Scry to give the player a little bit of value without any flavourful explanation as to why. Like this cat, or this overcosted lightning bolt, or this pile of carrots and vegetables. ABC of MTG in 60 seconds. T is for Thalakos. There are 7 Thalakos creatures in MTG, but what is a Thalakos? Unique to Magic the Gathering, the Thalakos are spirit creatures trapped in an interplanar non-space. That's why they have shadow. And this means they are gradually losing their grip on their form and their sanity. Whilst there is a lack of a consistent design and aesthetic for the Thalakos, I'd like to think that this is indicative of the fact that they have no fixed form, having become solely creatures of the shadows. Thalakos Dreamsower is the most intriguing. It appears elven or merfolk, but look at its cheek, the skin overstretched and fraying apart, as if it were fabric. Its art and mechanics show that although it is a creature of the Shadow Realm, it can still control the fate of those in the physical plane. With art like this, it's a shame we're likely never to see the Thalakos again. Thanks for joining us on MTG Flavour Source. If you like what you see, please like, share or subscribe. See ya!